Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ogbanje Joseph. Please subscribe to this channel, share, like, as well as drop a comment on the comment section. So today we are going to be looking at theories of imperialism. Theories of imperialism. Now, before discussing the theories of imperialism, it is incumbent on us to define what imperialism is all about. Now, to start with, imperialism is gotten from the Latin word imperium, which means to rule over large territories. The Oxford Dictionary defines imperialism as a policy of extending a country's power and influence through colonialization, and the use of military force or other means. Now, broadly speaking, imperialism can be seen from two angles. The first is the liberal perspective, which asserts that imperialism is a natural phenomenon. Now, according to this school of thought, whose arrowhead is Schumpeter, now imperialism is nothing but a form of social atavism that is natural with man. The radical school, on the other hand, defined imperialism strictly from the economic perspective. Now, let us look at the theories of imperialism. Now, the following are the theories of imperialism. Number one, sociocultural theory. Now, this theory is also called the social efficiency theory. Now, the basic argument of this theory is that there is no society that is self-sufficient, and just like human wants are insatiable, they will continue to interdepend on one another. As such, the society that has been able, to conquer lack within her populace should show the way for others that are still grappling with the problem of inefficiency. According to J.A. Hobson, in his book Imperialism, a study published in 1902, the societies that are efficient should dominate the inferior societies, okay, in accordance to their several kinds or degrees of efficiency until an ideal settlement is reached, whether through force or peaceable means. Okay, now in the history of man, as throughout nature, races have continually trampled, enslaved, and exterminated other races. As such, there was no reason why that was done but for the fun of it. And according to Schumpeter, if there is any benefit from that in terms of economy, it was not predetermined or pre-planned. Okay, so the sociocultural theory is actually talking about self-sufficiency, that societies that have actually achieved self-sufficiency should actually, show the way, show the light, show other societies on how to actually achieve self-sufficiency. It is only a society that is well enough, that is actually strong enough, that can show the way to other societies. Okay, so that is actually sociocultural theory. The second theory we're going to be looking at is the political theory. Now, political theory of imperialism. Now, this is also called the theory of hegemonic stability. This theory states that the world must always be under a hegemon. The world must always be under a hegemon. And for one to be a hegemon, he must have the economic, industrial, military power, to control and give direction to the world. According to Schumpeter, imperialism is about expansionism and military adventures. That imperialism is a social atavism because even the ants move out and move in. It is naturally an attribute of a society that is politically organized to show the way to other societies. Now, the proponents of this theory argue that imperialism is about political expansionism. Now, according to Hitler, that is Adolf Hitler, the territory of states are artificially created and drawn by men, and those who redraw these societies should be the strong, should be the strong at heart. Now, the European countries at this stage of development, you know, want to want to have the hegemony and the political clout to decide what happens at the global arena. As a result, the drive for political expansionism, led the colonizers, to come to the African societies for colonialism. Now, the implication of the above is that it is only a country that thinks it is above the others that would think of going all out, to attempt to foist its political system on the others. Okay, so that is actually for political theory. Now, let us look at another theory of imperialism called economic theory. Now, this theory actually sees imperialism, coming into being as a result of capitalist mode of production. Now, according to this theory, the reason for imperialism is because of the imminent economic crisis that was staring at the face of the Western world, arising from overproduction and underconsumption. Imperialism, according to this school, came up as a result of the contradiction inherent in the capitalist system, where there was mass production without a concomitant consumption. So, the first reason for this imperialism was the problem of getting market where to sell off the excessive goods that were produced. The second reason was where to continue to get raw material. And lastly, the third reason was where to get cheap labor that will enhance profit maximization of the capitalists. Now, according to VI Learning, imperialism is the highest stage of capitalism, and the futures, because it is, because its features, that is the features of imperialism, includes the following. Number one, concentration of production and capital to create monopolies. Number two, merging of bank capital to industrial capital, to form financial oligarchy. Number three, export of capital rather than export of commodities. Number four, the division of the world into areas of influence and control. Number five, territorial division of the world is completed. Now, in conclusion, therefore, the three theories that I have mentioned above, can be merged into two broad theories of imperialism. But we have decided to further break them down into sociocultural, otherwise known as social efficiency theory. The second theory we looked at was a political theory. The third theory we looked at is actually the economic theory. Now, from all the theories or the theoretical standpoints that I've actually mentioned, the one that best explains imperialism is the economic theory. Economic theory in the sense that, economic theory, in the sense that, of course, the theory looks more appealing because, in discussing the various theories, which is the social efficiency. Now, the social efficiency theory cannot even be talked about, or the theory of hegemonic stability, unless the country is economically buoyant. Now, economy is the base, upon which every country can operate effectively. So, if there is any outward drive, it is because the country in question, has economic motive, and the economy is actually what drives, that outward drive. So, the economic interest or economic motive is actually the reason for imperialism, either in the short run or in the long run. Thank you very much.